Why did you kick your son out for being gay? The officer at the station didn't even need to ask my name anymore. I signed the bail paperwork while my son sat there double-tapping Instagram posts, acting like stealing my car drunk and totaling it was just another minor inconvenience in his day. I could tell the officer was trying not to judge, but his eyes said what they all said. Why do you keep bailing him out? Once we got outside, I made the mistake of asking why he did it. He just shrugged. You drove me to drink by being a shit father. Just the newest spin on 19 years of everything being my fault. The kid had been perfecting his victim act since he learned to talk. Every scraped knee, every bad grade, every broken toy somehow traced back to me being a terrible father. By 14, he'd convinced his mother that my toxic masculinity was why he shoplifted sneakers he didn't even wear. When I threw him a 16th birthday party and spent $800 I didn't have, he spent the whole time telling his friends how much better his mom's party was last week, how I'd basically thrown him a little kid's party because I didn't know what teenagers actually wanted. And his mother swallowed every lie like gospel truth. The gymnastics classes I paid for, $60 twice a week that I scraped together working extra shifts at the insurance office, but apparently I was sabotaging his future because I wouldn't shell out $1,200 a month for some Olympic training center where kids had personal coaches and custom leotards. She'd forward me his complaints with the subject line, "This is what you've done to him." The therapist I paid $120 an hour to watch him scroll Instagram. My son told her I was emotionally abusive, and she suggested I take parenting classes. But even after everything, I kept trying because I kept thinking next year would be different, that he'd grow out of it, that one day he'd see I'd been trying all along. So that morning when 2 cops showed up asking where my son was, I looked past them at the empty driveway, and my stomach dropped thinking he'd taken my car and offed himself. Then they explained they had him on camera stealing it drunk, wrapping it around a Mercedes, and walking away from the scene like nothing happened. They needed me at the station. That's when I knew I was done. I bailed him out one last time and told him, "Pack your stuff and go to your mother's. We're finished here." 2 days passed in perfect silence before his mother's text arrived. "I cannot believe you kicked him out for being gay." I actually smiled reading it, this strange calm washing over me as I saw she'd already called my office, posted it everywhere online, and informed my entire family I was a bigot. My sister's voicemail was 20 minutes of confused sobbing about how she'd never suspected I was like this. The funny thing was, I'd known he was gay since middle school when I found his browser history full of shirtless dudes. Heck, I even bought him Lady Gaga tickets for his 13th birthday and stood in line for 3 hours to get them. And I never said a word when his friend Tyler started sleeping over every weekend, and they'd lock his bedroom door, just knocked and said breakfast was ready. But now he'd found the ultimate victim card, the one thing that would make him right about everything forever. I started typing the truth about the stolen car, the drunk driving, the abandoned Mercedes, the years of theft and manipulation and lies. Then I looked around my house and noticed something beautiful. Silence. No one was stealing from my wallet. No one was breaking my things in fits of rage. I wasn't finding my own belongings for sale on Facebook Marketplace anymore. I thought about all the promotions I'd turned down because I couldn't leave him alone for a weekend, the friends who stopped coming over after he stole from their jackets. I deleted everything and typed back, "You're right. I can't accept what he's become. Don't contact me until he changes. Let him milk that story until he chokes on it. Let him finally be right about one goddamn thing in his miserable life. Let everyone think I'm the monster he's been saying I was since he learned my name." He was calling me not even a week later needing money for some emergency. I told him sorry, but I can't support that lifestyle, then hung up before he could respond. My first day back to work, my boss pulled me aside and I thought this was it. I'm fired. Instead, he shook my hand and gave me a raise for having the balls to stand up to the woke mob destroying this country. Now I'm making more money than I ever have. Half my family won't speak to me, but for the first time in 19 years, I sleep through the night without checking my wallet or waiting for police calls.